Another Saturday out hunting for comics. Let's take a look at what I brought home on this video on Bronxville Comics. Hey there, comic book community. This is Jim from Bronxville Comics, and we have another video. I went to a show in the Bronx today, and it was a small little show. Let's take a quick look at what the show looked like. So that was a real quick look at what was around there. There were a handful of vendors with comics, some good stuff, a lot of dollar boxes. I was only there about an hour and change, hour and a half. Probably like an hour and 15 minutes. And I didn't really dig through the dollar bins. I heard after the fact that somebody in a dollar bin found a copy of Something is Killing the Children, #1, third print, for $1. That was not me. I did find some fun stuff. You know, nothing huge, but one, I paid $5 for this, but I'm trying to just finish off. I just need like 2 or 3 issues. I, for some reason, didn't originally pick up this Blue Beetle run. As you know, if you've been watching the channel, I'm very aggressive on getting the first Jaime Reyes books from Infinite Crisis. That was an interesting pickup. I have the entire Defenders run, but I decided to pick up 18. First appearance of the Wrecking Crew. Rumors of the Wrecking Crew being in the She-Hulk show. That book spiked quite a bit. This is a pretty nice copy. So we picked that up. Same table. I picked up this first solo Monica Rambeau book. This Captain Marvel special. Nice high-grade copy. Does have a little bit of color rub on it. I think that can be taken off, though, hopefully. I figured that was worth it. And then this was a good speculation book, I think, considering the Henry Cavill news. And this is connected to some other stuff I have here, which was Captain Britain and MI13, #1. Then I went to a table that had a huge run of Green Lantern books. I bought, these were $1 a piece. I bought a whole bunch of Green Lantern stuff, just to go through all copper. 136, 137, 138 with Eclipso, 39. This is just kind of filling in my run of this book. 143, 144, 145, 46, 147. 148 is the first appearance of Chip. 149, the first Salak. 51, 52, 54, 55, 56, 60, 62, 64, 65. That's a great Gil Kane cover, isn't it? John Stewart and Green Arrow. I love that cover. All these Gil Kane covers, he's one of my favorites. I think he's underappreciated. Did a lot of great work for both Marvel and DC. 167, 68. Took a little bit of a jump to 83. 87. 89. 90. 191. 192. Origin of Star Sapphire. 195. This is where Guy Gardner becomes Green Lantern. 196. And then just to round it out, because it was, you know, I think it was like 30 books for $20, something like that. Basically, I was getting $1 a book to get the deal. You know, you needed a multiple 10. So I just picked up New Teen Titans issue, this Fury of Firestorm, which has the first appearance of Blue Devil. These are all $1 books. This mid-grade Wrightson Swamp Thing Volume 1. I picked up this book. This is kind of an interesting book. This kind of rounds it out. This Brian Boland cover. This was one of the books that I had spotlighted in my DC. This is 94. Yeah, Wonder Woman 88 from 1994. And it's a DC Universe logo. I didn't notice that until I got home. If I noticed at the time, I would have probably dug back through his boxes to see how many DC Universe logos he had. And then the last thing I picked up at this show, I was thumbing through, and I didn't want to stay there long, but I found this. This is a beautiful high-grade copy of Adventure Comics 328. I've been trying to expand my adventure comics run. This is a book I needed, and this, I opened it up. White pages inside. This is a gorgeous book. High grade. This is, I'm going to guess, I mean, at worst, this is like an 8.5. At worst, I think. It's a beautiful looking book. You know, it's a 1965 book to get in that high grade. So I was in the Bronx anyway. So where do you go if you're in the Bronx and on a Saturday and you want to look at and talk comics? I went to Street Side Anthony's and I picked up a couple books. I picked this up, the free comic book day of Miraculous. My daughters enjoyed this book. My younger daughter, this was who she was for Halloween. She loves this. And I'm speculating on this. I wouldn't be shocked if this property becomes a live action movie. I have a whole pile of Miraculous comic books over there that we bought for her, and I have some that I put away to keep in minty condition. I also picked up some Sandman keys, number 3, okay, and number 19 with the error. The one I have in my PC also has the error. So a couple of those. And then the big book I picked up, this is a nice high-grade copy. This is probably a 9, maybe a 9.2. It's got like a little wear on down on the bottom corner. But this is Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man 64, the first appearance of Cloak and Dagger. So this is a high-grade book, and of course I got a great deal from Anthony. That goes along with, I bought a bunch of stuff, came in the mail this week. 2 of the things I picked up were based on my 1974 DC video. They didn't make the top 10, but it's the Animaniacs Christmas special. And I got both the direct and the newsstand edition of the book. I think the direct edition is potentially a 9.6 Canada. I think I'm gonna probably say, the other one, the newsstand isn't a 9.8 Canada. Isn't a 9.8, maybe a 9.6 with a clean and a little bit of a press. There are some non-color breaking spine ticks. The other one is in really nice shape. I might send this in, do maybe a 9.6 pre-screen with a bunch of other modern books. For that, I picked up this very nice copy of, 14, X-Men Annual 14, first cameo appearance of Gambit. This, Defenders number 1, a very nice copy. This is for the PC. Part of my Defenders run. I have over here a 9.2 slab copy of Defenders number 1. So, and then, to go, you saw this character in what I picked up today, but I picked up just kind of FOMO, like one night, maybe I needed more sleep. I picked up a Marvel Team Up number 65, first U.S. appearance of Captain Britain. There were some Henry Cavill rumors about him wanting to play Captain Britain, but nothing has come of that yet. But I would be surprised if we don't see Captain Britain in the MCU at some point. And then another auction had both 65 and 66, his second appearance. And then I had picked up a lot of, these are lower grade books, but it's early G.I. Joes, right? And some of these are in rough shape. Some could probably be pretty decent with a press. You know, this has got a spine roll. 17. 19 is a mess. It's ripped. That's just, ugh. 20. 22, that's not terrible. Both a direct and newsstand copy of 23. Most of these are newsstands. 24, 25. These I may use as pressing experiments. 27, because I don't think I would sell these for more than $1 in this condition. However, perhaps the nicest book in the lot, and the reason why I bought the lot was this. It's a mid-grade book. I think with a press, it improves immensely. It does have some spine ticks on there, but nothing major. You know, with a clean and a press, this could be higher mid-grade. I'm thinking maybe a 7. I mean, could I get more than that? We'll see. There's no stains on it. There's no rips. There's no tears. I can't find any major color breaking creases. There are some creases in there. And there's a little wear at the bottom as well, but that's the reason I bought the entire lot. And then the last book that I picked up this week, and I think I got caught up, and this is one of those things where I think I'll do okay with this book, but I got a little bit too hungry for it. And it's a book I already have. I picked it up as part of the collection. And I probably overpaid for it. Because I don't know if I'll do much better than break even. It looks good. The problem is there's the top staple is maybe holding on by a thread there. Other than that, the book's in nice shape. So I'm thinking mid-grade. It's kind of poorly cut, but it's fantastic. $4.52. I bought it on an auction. At one point, the price looked really good, and then I just got caught up. And I kind of broke one of my own rules of eBay, which is, you know, look at pick a price for the book and stay firm on it. And if I'm on eBay, if I'm not looking for a specific book to add to my personal collection, I'm looking for a deal, like the G.I. Joe. I picked that lot up. There were 15 books. I picked them up for $60, figuring the 21 has the potential to be worth twice that on its own. And then the other books are just, you know, kind of giveaways. You know, if they're dollar books, or they're worth a couple more than that if I press, you know, a little bit more than that if I press them, that's fine. But I picked up the entire lot for $21. And it's sometimes we get caught up. Like the collector in me is like, I want that book. We all get into that a lot, that FOMO. And when you're going to a show, actually, when I went to the show today, I tried my best to control myself. And I was actually digging in boxes next to E-Rod, and I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, I'm trying to control myself today. I'm not buying any big ticket items. And so I was just kind of looking for some books. I ended up, I had to pay for parking between there and going to Anthony's. I spent $200 on the day. So I thought that was a pretty good investment for what I got. The Green Lanterns alone, just to help me flesh out that part of my collection. I'm looking to get that all the way down to at least the reboot of Volume 2. Because it was canceled with, what was it, issue 90? In 1972, and then was brought back in the later 70s and continued. And I do have a number of those books. I have a lot more now. So that was kind of, you know, for $1 a piece, I thought those were really good buys. Again, I was looking for deals. That's what I'm looking for on eBay. And, you know, I kind of broke that rule with a fairly pricey book. So I think I'll do okay. I don't think I'm going to lose money necessarily on that book. But, you know, it's a lot of money laid out that I could have, I didn't need to. It wasn't, you know, if I was going to get it for half price, that's kind of, you know, and it looked better than the grade they gave it from the pictures, but the staple stress on the top staple wasn't really, you know, wasn't really obvious in the pictures, because it doesn't have any real creases on the front cover. There's one small crease on the back cover. So anyway, that book, we'll see what we can do with that. Hope you liked this video. Let me know what you thought about what I picked up. What you think about Captain Britain coming to the MCU. And until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy your comics.